If you type Pakistan into a search engine, what comes up first? News headlines, political turmoil, security warnings. For decades, this is the image that has defined Pakistan for much of the world. It's a narrative that's been repeated so often, it's become the only story many people know. But what if I told you that story is incomplete? What if I told you that beyond the headlines lies a country of breathtaking beauty, unparalleled hospitality, and ancient history that could rival any on earth? For years, I'd heard the warnings too. Friends and family would ask, "Is it safe?" But my curiosity was stronger than my fear. I wanted to see for myself what lay hidden behind this veil of misconceptions. So I packed my bags, booked a flight, and embarked on a journey that would completely change my perspective. This is the story of the real Pakistan, the world's most underrated country. My journey began in Lahore, the cultural heart of Pakistan. Stepping into the walled city is like stepping back in time. The air is thick with the scent of spices and sizzling kebabs. Rickshaws, painted with vibrant colors and intricate designs, zip through narrow alleyways, their bells ringing a chaotic symphony. Here, every corner tells a story. I stood in awe before the Badshaki Mosque, its colossal red sandstone domes and minarets silhouetted against the setting sun. It's a masterpiece of Mughal architecture, a place so vast and serene it feels like the entire universe is holding its breath. Just a stone's throw away is the Lahore Fort. A sprawling complex of palaces, halls and gardens that have witnessed the rise and fall of empires. Walking through the Sheesh Mahal, the Palace of Mirrors, was surreal. Thousands of tiny, intricately cut mirrors embedded in the walls and ceilings sparkled like diamonds, reflecting a history rich with emperors, queens, and courtly intrigue. But Lahore isn't just about history. It's a city that's bursting with life. I spent an evening at a traditional Qawwali performance, a form of Sufi devotional music. The energy was electric. The powerful vocals, the rhythmic clapping, and the hypnotic beat of the tabla drum created an atmosphere of pure spiritual ecstasy. It was a deeply moving experience that connected me to the soul of the city. And the food. Oh, the food in Lahore is a journey in itself. From savory biryani and tender Sikh kebabs to the sweet, syrupy goodness of gulab jamun, every meal was a feast. Leaving the vibrant chaos of the city behind, I headed north towards the legendary Karakoram Highway, often called the eighth wonder of the world. This is one of the highest paved international roads, a ribbon of asphalt carved into the side of some of the planet's most formidable mountains. The journey itself is an adventure. The road twists and turns, hugging cliff faces and crossing deep gorges over suspension bridges that sway gently in the wind. The scenery is simply otherworldly. Around every bend, a new, more spectacular vista unfolds. We drove past Rokoposhi, its snow-covered peak gleaming like a beacon at over 7,700 meters. The sheer scale of everything is hard to comprehend. You feel so small, so insignificant, humbled by the raw power and majesty of nature. We stopped at countless viewpoints, each one offering a panorama of jagged peaks, turquoise rivers, and vast empty valleys. My destination was Hunza, a valley often described as the real-life Shangri-La, and it's not hard to see why. Surrounded by towering peaks like Altasar and Ladyfinger Peak, Hunza is a paradise of terraced fields, apricot orchards, and crystal-clear streams. The air is crisp and clean, and the pace of life is slow and deliberate. I stayed in Kerimobad, the main town, and spent my days exploring ancient forts like Boltit and Altit, which stand like sentinels guarding the valley. From their ramparts, the views are simply jaw-dropping. But the true beauty of Hunza, and indeed of all of Pakistan, isn't just in its landscapes, but it's in its people. I have traveled to over 50 countries, but I have never experienced hospitality like I did in Pakistan. It's a concept called Mehman Nawazi, and it's woven into the very fabric of their culture. Everywhere I went, I was greeted with warm smiles and the universal question, "Chai pi lat?" Will you have some tea? Strangers invited me into their homes, shared their meals with me, and refused to accept any payment. In a small village in Hunza, a family I'd just met insisted I stay for dinner. We sat on the floor, sharing stories and laughing, despite the language barrier. They offered me the best of what they had, not because they wanted something in return, but simply because I was a guest in their land. This genuine warmth and generosity was a constant throughout my trip. It shattered every stereotype I had ever heard. From the northern mountains, I traveled to the bustling metropolis of Karachi, a sprawling coastal city with a completely different vibe. It's a melting pot of cultures, a city of over 20 million people that never sleeps. I explored the grand colonial-era architecture, wandered through the Empress Market, a chaotic but fascinating hub of commerce, and relaxed on the sandy shores of Clifton Beach, watching families fly kites as camels trotted along the waterline. Karachi showed me yet another face of Pakistan, modern, dynamic, and full of resilient entrepreneurial spirit. My journey through Pakistan was a revelation. I came looking for adventure and landscapes, and I found them in abundance. But I left with something far more valuable, a profound understanding of a people and a culture that have been deeply misunderstood. Pakistan is not a headline. It's the taste of hot chai on a cold mountain morning. It's the sound of a Qawwali singer's voice echoing in a centuries-old courtyard. It's the kindness of a stranger who treats you like family. It's a country of immense beauty, deep history, and incredible human warmth. It's complex, yes, and it has its challenges, like any nation. But its story is so much richer, so much more vibrant and hopeful than the one we are often told. If you are a traveler with an open mind and a sense of adventure, I urge you to look beyond the headlines. Give Pakistan a chance to surprise you. I promise it will change you. It certainly changed me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If this film has inspired you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more travel stories that go beyond the ordinary. See you on the next adventure.